You think you can hide from me? You are so wrong.
He isn't here. Honestly.
Are we? Bon, ben, tell me, honestly. Where did that champagne come from?
Ars Poetica is a comedy about poetry in Montreal, specifically in English, and about the people who are desperately trying to make it when there isn't enough money and there isn't enough order, and they all have their personal agendas that are distracting them.
George, I suppose.
Uh-huh.
But not this morning. You must have overlooked it earlier.
It's a play that's a farce. That's a farce about the business of being an Anglo artistic organization. In this case, it's a poetry magazine trying to survive.
Oh, but what can I tell you? I have my pride, Ian. Do you know how demeaning it is to be begging for a lousy 28,000 just to keep the magazine alive?
I've always admired people who engage in culture, people who run little arts organizations like theaters and literary magazines. They work so hard to make their art with so little money that I always thought that kind of energy, that kind of sense of high stakes would make an interesting comedy.
The government gushes money when it comes to jet fighters, corporate bailouts.
Humor, you know, Woody Allen's old line is, making comedy, if you can do it, is really easy. If you can't, it's impossible. So I will only know when an audience gets into the room whether I've succeeded.
It is my reward for seeking to stem the wholesale rot of our national culture. I get that epithet slung at me.
I've written a lot of cartoons for kids, so I have written a lot of comedy for the screen. But this is the first play I've written that was a comedy.
Downstairs into the spread section. I have a feeling the signal is about to...
This play is being put on by Infinite Theatre.
Ah, it's George!
The play is running from January 17th till February 12th at the Ben Saint-Michel, 5300 Saint-Dominique Street in Montreal.
And then when you finally deign to get in touch, it's to send me that obscenity!
And tickets are quite inexpensive.
No, I will not lower my voice. In case you've forgotten, the committee meets this afternoon.